Well, HIV support groups across South Florida are concerned the federal government is ending millions of dollars in grants in prevention and education. The Pride Center at Equality Park in Wilton Manors says it could effectively end their HIV testing program.
Yeah, and that's where we find NBC6's Marissa Bagg. She's here to explain the impact on our local community. Marissa.
Yeah, Jawan and Jackie, the free HIV testing that the Pride Center does is done out in the community. They meet people where they are, be it at a pharmacy, churches, schools, or community events. And they tell me that they have already identified 3 new HIV positive cases in people who otherwise would not know their status. For 2 decades, the Pride Center at Equality Park in Wilton Manors has offered free HIV testing to thousands of people, but that could end as soon as July. The National Institutes of Health, the largest funding source of medical research in the world, terminated millions in grants that fund the fight against HIV. That cut includes a $350,000 grant that the Pride Center relied on to test the public.
So this is not the time to take away that funding, because we're already fighting this battle and we're not winning, and so we need to be doing more.
The Pride Center tests people by meeting them where they are. Last year, they tested 1,900 people. Boo fears a resurgence of the virus if funding for testing and care is eliminated.
I'm old enough that I grew up in the 80s and 90s and lost my best friends to HIV. So my biggest fear is to see that circle back around and have another pandemic with HIV.
We will lose decades of progress.
South Florida has one of the highest rates of new infections of HIV in the country. Medical experts say testing is crucial to change that.
We then let multiple people walk around in our community with HIV who don't know it and then can transmit HIV.
What especially confuses Dr. Senshin is the apparent about-face by the Trump administration. The president made a commitment to eradicating the virus in 2019.
That the very agencies that have been at the forefront of this effort have been gutted in terms of layoffs and reassignments and funding cuts.
A statement on ending the grants from the National Institutes of Health, reported by The Guardian, says that it is taking action to terminate research funding that is not aligned with NIH and HHS priorities. We remain dedicated to restoring our agency to its tradition of upholding gold standard evidence-based science. Reporting live in Wilton Manors, Marissa Bagg, NBC6 News.